this video, let us discuss about the nuclear power reactor. Okay. So before considering the construction and working of nuclear power reactor, let us try to understand the basic principle of nuclear power reactor. So nuclear fission reaction is the basic principle. So we heard about nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reactions, right? So nuclear fission reaction is the basic principle here. So now let us try to understand the nuclear fission reaction first. Okay. So what is nuclear fission reaction? Very simple it is. So whenever a slow neutron or fast neutron bombarded with a heavy nuclei, okay, it produces a compound nuclei and then it splits up into two fragments. Okay. And along with that reaction, a large amount of energy is released. So that is a nuclear fission reaction, right? Now in this example, we are considering a slow neutron because the nuclear power plants we are using always slow neutrons, not the fast neutron. Suppose if you do the same reaction with the bombardment of fast neutron with the uranium-235, of course that is also nuclear fission reaction and that produces an uncontrollable nuclear fission reaction. So that is the principle for atom bombs, okay, nuclear bombs also we can say. But here it is a controlled chain reaction in which a slow neutron is used for the fission reaction, okay. So uranium-236 is considered as unstable nuclei, okay. In the state of unstable, it can split up into two nuclear fragments. Sometimes we get barium-144, krypton-89 along with the three neutrons. So in which some of the neutrons are fast neutrons, some neutrons are slow neutrons, okay. So Q is nothing but what? The amount of energy released in the nuclear fission reaction, correct? So this nuclear fission reaction may take place in the other way also, okay. This unstable uranium-236 may be split up into antimony-133 and niobium-99 along with 4 neutrons because you have to balance the number of nucleons present in the nuclear reactions, right? So the amount of energy released may be again Q. Similarly, the other way of splitting up of this unstable uranium-236 may be in the form of xenon-140 and strontium-94 also. So in which only 2 neutrons are emitted, okay, but amount of energy released is again Q. In all the three cases, so the quantity of energy released is around 200 mega electron volts, okay. So this is very huge amount of energy. So one can make use of this energy to produce thermal energy and that thermal energy is again converted to mechanical energy, okay. So further mechanical energy may be again converted to electrical energy. So this is the actual principle of utilization of nuclear fission reaction to produce finally electrical energy. So that means electricity can be generated in the nuclear fission reaction, okay. So that is what used in the nuclear power plants. Right now let us try to understand how the nuclear power plants are basically constructed and then how it is working with the help of a simple block diagram, okay. Now look at the nuclear power reactor block diagram. So in which we can see the 3 units here. So the 3 units are nothing but how the nuclear power reaction takes place in 3 different stages. Let us try to understand what are the main parts of the 3 units. The first unit is called nuclear reactor. The different parts of nuclear reactors are uranium rod. So that means uranium-235 is abundantly available in the nature. So that is used as a nuclear fuel for nuclear fission reaction, okay. And these uranium rods are inserted between the moderator, okay. So moderator is normally consisting of either it may be heavy water means D2O and then graphite or paraffin, etc., okay. And in between the moderators control rods are inserted. CR indicates control rods, okay. Control rods are normally made by cadmium or boron, okay. And then this entire unit is surrounded by a concrete wall for safety purpose. And then large amount of heat is generated in the first unit, okay. So that heat must be exchanged with the circulation of water, okay. The second unit is called actually steam exchanger. So it is consisting of a heat exchanger pipe, so in which it is connected to a coolant pump and then a coolant is circulated between the nuclear reactor and steam exchanger so that heat is exchanging between these two units. So normally water is allowed to pass through the steam exchanger. Okay, so whatever the heat absorbed by the coolant is making the water to boil, and then it is converted to steam, so that high pressure steam is obtained from the steam exchanger in the second unit. Okay, so this high pressure steam is allowed to fall on the turbine. Third stage, the turbine is completely made to rotate with the help of high pressure steam. So that is actually considered as the mechanical energy. Okay, so that mechanical energy is further utilized to produce the electricity. Okay, so this is the block diagram for electricity generator. And then, so if you want, you can amplify the power also with the help of power amplifier. Okay, so this is the third stage of the power generation. How it works, as I said, so nuclear fission reaction takes place in the nuclear reactor. Okay, so it is initiated by the neutron source, which is kept nearby the uranium rods. Okay, and this nuclear fission reaction is controlled by using the control rods, so that the speed of the neutrons can be controlled by adjusting the position of the control rods. Here it is working like a piston here, and then so further a sufficient amount of heat is generated inside the nuclear reactor, so that heat is exchanged with the coolant. Okay, so that coolant is continuously circulated between the nuclear reactor and steam exchanger with the help of coolant pump. Okay, so then that heat is utilized to convert the water to steam continuously. Okay, so high pressure steam is obtained in the steam exchanger, that is utilized to rotate the turbine. Okay, so turbine in turn will give the electricity generator. So because it is consisting of some magnets. Okay, so rotation of the turbine will produce the electricity in the electricity generator. Okay, and further it is amplified in the amplifying unit. Okay, so normally what may be the capacity of electricity generated in each nuclear power plant, you know, so that is nearly 500 to 2000 megawatts. Okay, so in India we have nearly 7 nuclear power plants like that. So per year it generates 35 to 40 terawatts electricity in India. So it serves 3% of total electricity of our country. Okay, so at the end I think you can understand how the nuclear power reactor works in the 3 stages. So first we have to generate the thermal energy using the nuclear fission reaction. So that thermal energy is converted to mechanical energy. Then mechanical energy is further converted to electrical energy. Okay, so that is the basic principle of working of any nuclear power reactor. Clear? Okay, thank you.